Hello, welcome to Current News. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we're going to talk about the tax reform bill Trump passed last month. So, last month, Trump passed his big tax reform bill. It's a big deal because it's supposed to be the biggest tax reform in decades, I think since 1986. With this bill, the big things are it's a big tax break for corporations. They get a 20%. They get a 21% tax cut. Middle class and lower income families also get a tax cut. It's not as big as the corporate people, but they still get a tax cut. This bill also removes the Affordable Care Act mandate. That mandate stated that if you didn't have health insurance, you would pay a fine. That's gone. But even though this bill passed, and there's people who like it, there's still a lot of people who do not like it. CNN had a poll that showed that 55% of Americans disapprove of this bill, while only 33% approve of it. And now, I bet you're wondering, why do people disapprove of this bill? Well, they disapprove of it because even though middle class and lower income families get a tax break, when 2025 comes and the income tax expires, then they will be paying more taxes, and there will be some provisions in there that make that happen. Also, with the Affordable Care Act mandate gone and there's no tax penalty, you could see a lot of young people, young healthy people, moving out of the health insurance market. And so, because the younger people are opting out of it, premiums are going to go up 10%, and they've already skyrocketed because Trump said that he wasn't going to pay for subsidies anymore. Premiums used to cost like maybe $50, $40. Now they're up like over 200 just for the basic minimum plan, and they're gonna go up again because of the mandate. Uh, uh, Analysts say that this is going to raise the deficit. That's possibly, if there's no intervention, it could raise the deficit by trillions of dollars. I've basically told you all about the bill. I want to talk about the process, and then I want to talk about the corporation's reaction of the bill passing. So, when they try to get this bill passed, the first time it went past the House and got into the Senate, the Senate couldn't even vote on it because it violated the Byrd Rule. The biggest thing with it was that the bill had a name on it that said that it was going to give tax breaks to middle and lower income families, but basically it didn't do that. So, because of the false advertising, it had to go back into the House with some re-amendments, pass through the House and then the Senate, because House and Senate must pass the same identical bill. But they were able to do some amendments to it. It sweeply passed the House and then the Senate, and then the bill got passed. As soon as the bill got passed, you see corporations like AT&T, Wells Fargo, and all these other corporations, even Comcast, the parent company to MSNBC, saying they're going to give $1,000 holiday bonuses. But I want to focus on that. The $1,000 holiday bonus. Okay, so you corporations get huge tax cuts across the board. Tax cuts that you didn't really need. And you're saying you're just making people's lives better by just giving one time $1,000 bonus. That's it. And that's supposed to improve everyone's lives. You know, $1,000 isn't anything. $1,000 just goes by just like that. It doesn't even last. But because of the tax bill, because it has been passed, there are some companies like Wells Fargo, despite the scandal that they had, they're raising wages up to $15. The minimum wage, they're raising that up to $15. That's better than a one-time $1,000 bonus. And you have Boeing, an airline company, using their money to help build infrastructure and more job training. That's what they're doing. But there's plenty of corporations out there who are just giving one-time $1,000 bonuses. And if they want to convince people that giving tax breaks to wealthy companies will improve the economy, then what they need to do more of is raising wages and more job training for people who want to go into a different field. That's more meaningful. Now I want to focus on a particular company, AT&T. They said that they were going to give $1,000 bonuses. But it turns out that they're giving them and a wage increase, not because of the tax reform bill, but because their workers have unionized, and they've unionized because AT&T has been outsourcing. They've been unionized for like better pay. So they're not giving the money because the tax reform bill is passed. They're giving out this money because they're. So I have to focus on that particular because $1,000 bonus, and they were the first ones. They were not upfront about it. They made everyone believe that it was because of tax reform bill, but it wasn't. It was because their workers had unionized against them. So that's all we have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Also, go in the description box and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I have those links in the description box below. And, tell me in the comment section what you think. And all of you, have a great day.